What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with this week's haul video. I know I'm late, but there's a good reason. There's a very good reason. Because today I got one of my grails in the mail. And I wanted to wait for that book to come in before I did my haul video. And I know I throw the word grail around a lot. I mean, in my reasoning is that not all grails have to be $10,000 books or big books like that. You know, my first appearance of Bullseye was a grail to me. But when I say grail this time, I'm talking about one of the Mount Rushmore, one of the books that are on my Mount Rushmore. I finally was able to pull the trigger on it, and I was so stoked. And when this thing came in the mail, man, it was in way better condition than I thought it was. And I'm so happy. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't started on my project yet. Right now I'm trying to catch up on my rest because I hadn't been sleeping. As you know, your boy Stevie B doesn't sleep at all. But I'm trying to catch up, get some rest, catch up, and then get into this before my vacation is over. Technically, today is my first day of vacation, but the last 3 days were just my days off. But anyway, I'm going to work on this. I promise. It's all sitting out. If you could see my comic room, it is in shambles right now, preparing for this. But anyway, I know you're like, okay, well, y'all are rolling your eyes at me, going, all right, what's this Mount Rushmore book that he's talking about? And you'll see, I promise. It's not clickbait this time. It is not clickbait. But first off, let's get into the Midtown stuff. You know I'm going to save it for last, right? You know I'm going to build up to it. But first up with my Midtown, just two books. And of course, got to have one of them foil facsimiles, and we got Secret Wars number 3. I cannot wait to get all 12 of these in a foil facsimile. Cannot wait. Roll your eyes at me all you want. I love them. I'm going to keep getting them. And I'm not sure if this is the final part of this Wolverine Sabretooth story arc, the Sabretooth Wars. But anyway, it's that next part to that, and maybe the final one, maybe one more. Speaking of final parts, remember I told you my buddy Jason Todd, he got me he brought me the Batman Year One, like part 1, and I was like, man, that's one I didn't have. So I got like parts 3 and 4 on eBay and was waiting on 2. Well, seller flaked on me on the number 2 that I bought, so I had to buy it from another seller. And I've had some really bad luck with sellers these days. I'm not even lying to you. Had some bad luck with a Whatnot seller. I get it. Mistakes happen. He sent me the wrong books. Sent me somebody else's order. I've got them in the mail back to him. He's supposed to be sending me mine. So that would have been on this week's haul video too. But since he jacked it all up, it's going to be on next week's. And I got one more in this haul video that I'm going to show you. But anyway, this guy, 2 weeks, never sent the book and never responded to my messages. And it wasn't until I canceled on his ass, then he sends me a message and said, I'm sorry, I was on a cruise and I didn't have any service. If you're not going to be able to send books, you can mark yourself as away on eBay, and when you're coming back, so that people don't do that. But he didn't do that. He just, and judging from his, and it's my fault too, because he had like no feedback rating whatsoever. Had one feedback rating, and it was negative. Basically said the same thing. No communication. Didn't send the books. Blah blah blah. And I didn't. Rookie mistake. I didn't read feedback. I just saw he had the book pretty cheap and it was in good condition. So I pulled the trigger. I got comfortable because I hadn't gotten screwed over by an eBay seller. So I got comfortable and I paid the price for it. So don't get comfortable. Check that feedback rating. Read them negative reviews. See if there's a pattern. That's what I do. Even if he's got a pretty decent rating, 96, 98, I'll read them negative reviews. And if they all say slow shipper or if they all say the same thing over and over, then I kind of get a little butthurt about it. I might try to avoid him or find another seller. But anyway, this is Batman 405 year 2. I believe this is the first appearance of Carmine Falcone as well. But this seller, awesome. In a Gemini, took care of me. This thing's in Mylar. It's in Mylar, so awesome. And speaking of shit sellers, now this is only $1 bin book. I paid $1.50 on eBay for it. Paid more to ship it than anything else. But look here. I'm gonna show you that. This is the message that I left this dude. When I seen he was shipping media mail, I was like, if you're gonna ship it to me media mail, protect it. This thing, I wish I'd have saved the wrapper. Talk about a package of shame. This jackwagon stuck it in one of them white paper envelopes, and he folded a piece of the smallest bubble wrap you can buy, folded a piece of it in half and shoved it down in the envelope. Didn't wrap it around the book, just shoved it in the envelope. And of course the book showed up damaged. But it's a $1 bin book. I only wanted it because, well, here. Because I wanted to display it with this. One of the 6 Funko Pops, 7 Funko Pops. Almost forgot about the big thing that James Warlord got me. But anyway, I got this Justice League of America, Brave and Bold, number 28. It's a facsimile, not a foil. I imagine this is coming, though. This is going to be a foil eventually, and I'll get it. That's why I didn't go too much about it, or go too much into it with the guy. I let him know. I sent him a message, showed him the pictures. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but this corner is dog-eared and damaged. The spine got damaged. You can see this. You can see the spine damage, but it got damaged. Again, it's a $1 bin book, so I'm not chasing him down to get my money back or nothing like that. I'm like, but I let him know. I was like, the fact that I specifically begged you to put that between a couple pieces of cardboard and protect it, and you chose to ignore me, means you did it on purpose and it was intentional. And I just want you to know why you got a shitty rating. And then he finally messaged me back and said, sorry. He goes, oh, what was his response? He goes, yo, dude, I apologize. He said, I put the cardboard around. I sold several of these. No, lying ass. And I put cardboard around the wrong one and sent it. And I said, here's an. I'm like, put cardboard around all of them. Protect all of them, you dumbass. But anyway, and I'm not done with shitty sellers. It has been a week for shitty sellers, I'm telling you. But anyway, next up, I got these. I don't remember what website I got these off of. I'm terrible. But I just saw them and loved this Spider-Gwen cover. but he was selling them in a pair. So, and the pair was as much as the Spider-Gwen cover on other sites. So I got them both. And these are all Raphael Grassetti covers. And they are also Bryce Comics exclusives. Or, well, a share. I believe they're shared exclusives. But this one's limited to 3,000 copies. Got this Venom number 25. But I love that too. Grassetti did such a good job on these. And this is the one that I wanted. That is so gorgeous. Loved it. Foiled out of its ever-loving mind. For a minute there, he put them in like stiff, really thick boards, bags and boards, and Mylar, which kudos to them. But for a second, I thought they were metal, because when they pulled them out, they were so rigid. But it's just the backing boards. He put them in some really thick backing boards, and in that blah 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 Mylar Magic. Okay, and next up from my eBay purchases, I just saw this and it was dirt cheap. It's got some condition issues, a few conditions that I didn't really catch. The pictures weren't that great and I didn't catch it, but I ain't mad. It's ASM 144 and it's a clone of Gwen Stacy. But yeah, I didn't look it over very good maybe, and it's got some conditions. That spine's pretty beat up. But that's all right. I didn't pay. That's why I didn't pay nothing for it. All right, before we get to the big book, this is the other seller that kind of did me dirty, and I'm still doing me dirty because I'm trying to talk to her or them, whoever. I think it's a female. But there was supposed to be a lot of 6 of these, and I only got 5. But as you know, I don't just collect comics; I collect figures too. And I really like these. They got introduced to them with Loot Crate a long time ago, and I keep hitting my buddy Alex Wink Ink up because he like bought out Loot Crate's inventory almost. So he's got all this shit, but he doesn't have any of these. I thought maybe he might have some of these. I'd be like, dude, I'll buy them off you. But it's the Q figs. And we got Rocket Raccoon. But I love these things. Love them. They're awesome. We got some Deadpool. Focus. There we go. Some Deadpool. Some of that 60s Batman. Little Adam West action there. But yeah. And then 2 of these. Jessica Jones. Trying to get where you... There you go. But I realized there was 2 of them in there. But the price was right on them. So I figured, oh, well, I got a duplicate. But there was supposed to be a Harley Quinn, which is the reason why I pulled the trigger on there. I really wanted that Harley Quinn. And that's the one that didn't get sent to me. So I sent him a message, and I was nice about it. I said, hey, first off, the Q figs showed up. I said the shipping was really fast, and they were packed really well, and I do appreciate that. However, there was... one of them was missing. There was supposed to be 6. There was only 5, and the Harley Quinn one is missing, and that's the whole reason for buying the lot was I wanted the Harley Quinn. But it was $10 for a lot of 6, which was ridiculously cheap for those, I thought. But they messaged me back and said, let me check. I don't know what happened. And that was 2 days ago. And I messaged them back today and said, did you find it? You know, where are we at here? I haven't heard back. So it looks like they're probably going to ghost me on this. So I'm going to have to leave some negative reviews. But anyway, all right. Stevie B, what is your Mount Rushmore book that you're squawking about. And I know that y'all are thinking, man, if this is some $20 book, I'm unsubscribing. Don't unsubscribe, because this is a monster blue chip key. And this is going to be probably one of the biggest gem in my collection. And I'm proud that I finally pulled the trigger and was able to get one in such good condition. This I would give about a 6.5, and maybe even with a little cleaning and a press, this thing could jump up to a 7, to a 7.5. It has a few spine ticks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spine ticks and some foxing, 7, 8 spine ticks, but it's in really great shape. And they're like, shut up, what is it? Brave and the Bold, number 54, the first appearance of the Teen Titans. And it's a beautiful copy. It is a beautiful copy. Definitely a respectable copy. Like I said, upper mid-grade. Very, the colors pop on it. And like I said, it's got this little bit of foxing here. That tanning, just a little bit. But the spine is not in bad condition at all. It's all together. Everything's intact. No loose center folds, no missing pages. I went through this one, and I'm stoked to get it in this condition. Somebody's getting bumped out of a gator guard. This is going to go in the gator guards on my new wall. Probably next time I film a video, we'll have the new background. But man, I can't tell you how stoked I am to get that and in such beautiful condition. But yeah, this was one of the books that I never thought I would ever own, because it's pricey. I happened to get a very, very, very good deal on this. The guy really undersold it. And like I said, it presents a whole lot better than it in person than it does in the pictures. But I think he undervalued that quite a bit, and I was just lucky enough to stumble on it, because I think in this condition, this thing could be a $400 book. And if I was to do the evil thing, send it off to the scammers over at CGC and get that graded, even if it came back a 6.5, the way it is, it's a banger of a book. But that is it. That is my big monster key. I'm so happy I got that. You have no idea. I know it's hard to tell when I'm happy, because I'm the grouchy old man, everybody says. Usually I seem grouchy because usually I'm just waking up or half asleep when I do these. But man, I'm just mega stoked about that. But anyway, man, that is going to do it for the haul. If you wouldn't mind, come on, you got to give me some likes for that. You got to give me some likes. I get like 50 to 60 views and like 6 likes. Doesn't cost anything to hit that like button, man. But it really helps grow the channel. And gotta give me some likes for that. Come on. Do it. You know you want to. But anyway, that is going to do it for this one. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.